be around nice people, man.
It's a nice situation you got right there.
Show a lot of love, baby. Pass one down.
Appreciate you.
Man. Set the vibes and whatnot.
Sure. Good night for you.
Good sticks. Episode 6.
Not even a high part.
Yeah.
Pass the money. How the fuck did you get keys again, my nigga? Didn't I take the keys from the
Money making Mitch. High roller, come to visit.
I'm sorry. You know how I be finding shit that be funny in movies when
You got a pocket full of money. You won't even give your mama no real money.
when he
Okay,
wrapped them up, he was like, come on.
Richard,
He was
okay,
like, take the keys, man. That's one of my favorites.
You, Tommy, the rest of them bum ass, you ain't never gonna see none of my money. Remember, you understand? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Give me no fucking keys, man. Give me the fucking keys. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna see you again. I tell you, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
But you see how, you know what I'm saying, the even before the horror shit of the movie coming to it, from the demise of things, you see how it's a lot of responsibility on him, even before.
Hey, yo, give it.
We back in high school then.
Reserve lunch table.
That's so, God say he owes me. Reserve lunch table, man. You know? What you say, love?
Had to bring the sticks for episode 6, baby.
You know, man.
Talking shit for episode 6 with the comfortable fits.
With the relaxed fits.
With the comfortable
Shoulder pots. Shoulder pots, do the tap, love.
Oh,
Do the tap.
Birkenstocks with the sock.
Oh, head shit.
Shout out.
How your mother doing?
That's what's the name?
You'll say how your mother doing.
What's the name, boy?
Well, you look just like your motherfucking
That's
dad.
what's the name, boy? Yeah, the young, yeah.
You said you was this.
Last time I saw you, you was
This
inside.
side.
Last time I saw you, you was
This
inside.
side.
Last time I saw you, the
What that nigga say? Close the goddamn door.
I can diss
I can diss the whole neighbor.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back, man. Once again,
For sure,
we here. I'm Larry Love.
Chubby Poppy Gordo.
Papa Stranger Vintage B.
And this is the Reserve Lunch Table.
Episode 6, we talking shit.
So, oh shit, I let love it. How was Gnaw Weekend, man? How was the Gnaw? Matter of fact, let them know what Gnaw Weekend is.
Nah, weekend is not another weekend. Right now, given by the top guys in the city, top promoters. Shout out to H. Frank. Shout out to Taiwan. Shout out to 856 Chris. We made the magic. This was our second year in Houston. Second year overall for Nah Weekend. But this time we just left Houston, man. Houston is like one of the stables for Nah Weekend. And it was everything we expected. And by Saturday, I said, no, I'm ready to go home.
I want to go home.
I want to go. No, but it was a blast, man. About 1,200 people. Great time, man. Great time. I'm just getting back. We was briefly talking off camera about, how do you manage getting back into the groove of what you already doing in life at the vacation, or whether it's work, vacation, whatever. And I felt like you need 2 days, at least one. One is for rest, and the next is to catch up on whatever you're supposed to be doing to get back in the groove of things. So right now I'm on day 2, so I feel like I'm fully back around or whatever, back with my guys, of course, so the energy's gonna be good.
For sure.
But yeah, man, we here. Shout out to Nah Weekend, man. Next location coming up, as well as my personal one. I forgot the name of it. Shit. I do so much shit, yo. TGE weekend. That's the Great Escape weekend. That's more the age appropriate thing. Nah is a little bit for everybody, but Nah is normally domestic, and TGE is normally international. So we building, man. But shout out to my people, man. Shout out to everybody that came out this weekend. I had a great time. Nothing but good reviews. Shout out to Houston for doing great business as well. Cause Miami, fuck them. But yeah, we here, man. I'm back. What I miss?
Hey, love, he back. What's up? What's up, though, popular stranger?
I'm enjoying life, bro. I'm really just, as we say, taking it all in pause. Yeah, man. Even with Houston and the non weekend, I'm just thinking about how, you know, we go out of town and we have a good time with the city. You have a good time with the city, outside of the city. Anybody who ever speaks ill will towards that is a person to me who's never partied outside the city with the city.
Or they hiding something.
Yeah, that's what it really is. You going down there being a bluffing ass nigga or something, or she down there selling ass. Why don't you want to go out with your town and, you know, enjoy the city with your people? I mean, like, the first thing I think of when I go somewhere is like, damn, I want to enjoy this with everybody. You see shit, you be like, sure, I know we are cut up in here. Me and the guys are cut up in here. So I'm glad that y'all are doing it and doing it the right way, and everybody's actually enjoying it. And it's good reviews. People, you don't even see the negativity on the ground, on Twitter. People are having a good time, enjoying themselves, making us look good, and that's another thing. People outside the city, we going to another city, and people like, yo, Baltimore cut up, like, yo.
And it's something, not to cut you off, but to your point, and it's something special about that because there's a lot of things that you won't see here that you'll see out of town. For one, it's always like the unity and the camaraderie amongst us, even if motherfuckers was beefing at some point. Whether it's still beef when they get back, it's like, look, I'm out of town, you out of town. We'll deal with that shit later, unless it's just an on-site thing. And if that happened, you probably wouldn't even know the shit happened. It took place, it got out the way, and they kept having fun. Also, everybody drag a little more because there's more to do. I'm sorry, close. Houston, in my opinion, was perfect for that because that's the only city that I've been to that 100+ people can go to one space.
One venue.
They can occupy 100 people from another city like it wasn't nothing. Everybody get reservations, sit down, big tables. You know, majority of Houston is like section based and shit like that. Even if it's a restaurant, the fucking section's so big. So when they say everything is big in Houston, they ain't even lying. You know what I mean? So I think that's what makes it a stable because we can all move as a unit. You know what I mean? So it's like, where y'all going? It ain't gotta be a Miami or one of them places like you got finesse to be like, yo, look, we gotta break up. I might, not me personally, but some people be like, I gotta be a little phony because you might can't get in with me type shit. You feel me? Like, so we gonna hold out little 6 people to get in here. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I love about it.
It's crazy that you point that because it is like that though.
No, for real.
It ain't personal. It's
it
like,
ain't
bro,
personal.
I can't pull up with 20, 30 people. Well, I can't say, yo, we down such and such because it's like, no, you might not get in.
But we can go to Seaside. Seaside was the last day, it was Sunday. And we was able to secure about 10 sections. Fucking bottles was on sale for $200. Reposado, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait, what?
It's love.
That's all we had to hear.
Lay
It was
up.
flying. But everybody just had, and this was the one day where it was like no party in the daytime. It was only the finale, so everybody really got to decompress. Even down to the staff. The staff got to enjoy themselves for a hot second, but still be responsible. Man, it was a beautiful time. I think Houston is officially like our second home. But yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I seen the camaraderie. You know, I seen them around. I seen the people really having fun. You know what I mean? You could have been from east, west, north, and south. You know, and even leading up from the airport, you seen people. You know what I mean? Locking in. You probably had a small issue, but we down here on one accord. We enjoying it. You know, you got your tables, you got your section. It's just fun, and you can see it. People really like from Twitter to any Instagram post. You saying, yo, Houston whipping my ass. I'm having a ball. You ain't saying no hating. You feel me? Yo, if you wasn't there, if your money was funny on, that was it. You feel me?
Speaking of size, I gotta shout out East Baltimore, man. Y'all been holding this down. Y'all been making East Baltimore look real good.
Appreciate my side.
East and South though, I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate
East
my
and South
side
Baltimore.
though. 83 North shit.
I ain't gonna lie, it's been a long time. East Baltimore was always known for getting money, but we would hide it. More East Baltimore niggas is really hide their money. Everybody know that West is normally flashy and whatnot, but and even how they do it, it's still polished, so it still look good, especially for them to be young. I'm just at the age now where I'm enjoying the shit because I done it already. I done seen it. So to see them enjoying themselves and me being responsible for it, man, it's beautiful. But y'all
especially the generation behind us.
Yeah.
And they carrying themselves as such.
Exactly.
Having the time of their life, because some of them never got out the city as much.
Yeah.
So they're around and you can see it like, you know, it's like you're dead caught in the headlights. Like, yo, we here. Same way how when we touched down in Miami, you know what I mean? You looking like, yo, this is something that I could get used to. And now Houston, like you said, is becoming a second home.
for sure.
And it can encompass, it can hold everyone. You know?
I remember the sunny day parties. And I remember like being in the section and seeing people that I know or people that I didn't know, and you see them like staring in your face. You know when the bottles come and shit like that, you see them staring in your face. But you know, I'm reading people, but they stand in your face because they didn't know how to receive the area. They didn't know how to receive. They didn't know. So, and the reason I'm saying is because after a while I looked up again, after drinking the bottles and shit, I looked up again. They, you know, we was smoking cigars, all that shit back then. I see them smoking they black and mild partying. They was just looking for the cue.
This
How we supposed
How
to
we
do
doing
it.
this? Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
For the culture.
Yeah, fool. Yeah.
That's in all the old pictures. You know,
And I always think about that because now even when you talk about going out the country or going out to another city, people, yo, this is how you carry it. Yo, this is how you were supposed to go and have a good time. I also want it because we always talk about the finish line part, but I want to make sure people understand the scratch paper. I want people to understand how much work goes into doing them type of events. That
Why
shit-
you get
was
along
the
the
first
vision.
question I was going to ask you was like, yo, you tired?
overall or from this weekend?
Just overall period, because it's a lot. People don't
Oh,
understand
yeah.
how much work goes into it, and people are like, yo, how could you retire or how you, you know what I mean? Just touch on
Am I tired? Yeah. To be real with you, am I tired? Yeah. But do I still see some rum in it? Cool. I'm tired of the same thing. I'm gonna say that, but cause if I'm being transparent, I'm more of a 2 drinks in your hand, dance floor type of nigga. Even though I don't dance much, I just enjoy that environment, and people really enjoy themselves overall. So the section thing, I'm tired of the repetitiveness of the section thing, and it's like people not. The essence of the party not there no more. You know what I mean? Everybody look well. I'm gonna say everybody look nice, but everybody, it's no standard to what separates this from that. So even if it's sections, we in a comfortable era when it comes to fashion right now. So you're seeing a lot of sweats. It's a buffet. Perfect description. So it's not really or even when it comes down to outside of that, people have gotten so comfortable with that aspect of that they don't know how to shift it to put your good shit on. To the point where they might even ask you, they ain't gonna ask you directly, what's your good shit? Or if I just say upscale attire, they can't understand that because it's been this for so long.
I'll break it down in layman's too.
But I think that's been, I blame that on the pandemic and what the strategy they had to take in order to still make money as clubs. That's where if you notice, that's where the section shit really became a thing. Like it was a thing prior, but that's when it became like I need a section. People mentally have become like, yo, I'm not coming if I don't have a section. Because one, it's that, and then it's 2, people don't know how to socialize no more to even. You see more women dancing with women now than women dancing with men. You know what I mean? So it's like it's damn near frowned upon, or it feel weird to even just walk up to a chick and be like, can we dance? I don't think I ever seen that. I haven't seen that shit in some years.
See,
like,
we came from that era of really partying. We had women that was going to get whether they had bust downs, lace clothes, they would sweat it out. They didn't care. Shorty, I enjoyed myself. I get this done, you know, tomorrow. Sections wasn't really a thing. And then you had them for majority of people that had birthdays and things of that nature, but you had girls coming from them sections getting down and boogieing, whether they was twerking or doing whatever on themselves. Or you could go up to a woman and
the prices were different for head back then too. Shit, haircut.
everything.
Yeah, you can get 20,
25.
But again, we enjoyed ourselves. You could see chicks that really didn't mind being a little sweaty, because you know we coming from the club. We going to, you know, sip and bite or the boat, getting that. You know, you leaving them. And everybody saying, yo, we had a good time. They wasn't worrying about, I gotta make sure this mat don't sweat. You know, this concealer don't drip down. It's too much.
It wasn't even overdoing it in that regard.
For sure.
Makeup and all that. So sections wasn't a necessity. I get it. Like you get once you mature, you get to a point, and it could be some fault of us doing it for so long and so young. You get to a point to where, like now, even when we order bottles, like I don't. Give me a glass, bro. Like, give me a glass. Like I don't. I'm
But we
good
never
with that.
been. But even I honestly feel like even when we was younger, we never been. Some of us probably was within our large group of peers, but majority of us wasn't really like we popped bottles and we kept it classy. We wasn't up. Even this was 20 and 21.
Yeah.
We ain't even had to have a bunch of bottles. We have a bunch of bottles, but we still carrying glasses. We keeping it cool.
And we had a lot of female friends that we kind of embraced too.
Yeah.
It really was, you know, for
30 seconds.
That's kind of what the section is for. The section is for that. Like, you know what I mean?
It's for comfort.
It's for comfort. You going in, and if it's one of those type of vibes, one of them type of parties where it's like, yo, this shit gonna be to the brim. You need a section. Wifey there, so you need a section almost. To, like, because
for the
there's
women
too
with the
much
red
going
bottoms
on.
on it, they gotta come about them.
Yeah.
But then also that's another thing as far as what becomes tiresome because now because the sections are damn near required and even down to the business, some of the clubs be on some shit like we don't want to give no money up from the bar and shit. So it's like we trying to figure out how to benefit from it for ourselves, but then now we got to explain to the people. So it's a lot of shit with
You know,
it. But
we still here for episode 6, talking shit. You know,
that's funny, man. You know it's Chubby Poppy going on.
Vintage B. Are we back?
Yeah, we
I didn't know
back.
he was back.
You know the sticks hitting like Tiger Wood.
So this one, let's bring us back. Last week we were talking about that Usher versus Chris Brown. Phil, he was gone already. Usher versus Chris Brown.
Yeah.
The verses are the ages, but like Pat was saying, it's an era thing. Like I don't think, like Chris Brown is a phenomenal performer. But I don't think Chris Brown can do nothing with Usher when it comes to 20 songs.
I don't know, bro.
20 songs. Hear me out. When you listen to Usher, when you listen to Usher, you listen to Chris Brown. Come on, bro. Chris Brown whole catalog. You know, he ready to.
Yeah. No. I'm really listening. I'm refreshing. Go ahead, baby.
Chris Brown, like his, I would say love songs. That we would say there is really no slow love song. Like everything is real poppy.
tell me, have you seen
Everything
her?
is real upbeat. So when you hear some shit like Superstar or Gently come on, what is Chris Brown? What is he playing? What song is coming on after that?
I say that Chris Brown has a longer catalog,
diverse catalog,
but Usher has the best catalog.
Yeah,
Because he can,
quality over quantity.
and I think we agreed upon that because Usher can give you his shit and he can give you what Chris Brown can give you. You know what I mean? So, and it's in a more polished manner.
This is from
So I think that gives him range. You know what I mean?
Dancing, they got him out long. Like we ain't even talking about that. And when people hear this, we don't. Because often when you hear comparisons, people think that you down another person. Nobody is saying Chris Brown isn't like that. You know the comments and all that shit going crazy. But Chris Brown is phenomenal. Chris Brown is that. But when we talk about 20 songs, when Yo get out there and he puts that
Man,
shit,
Superstar, moving mountains and shit holding you hostage.
So I'm
man.
gonna ask y'all this then.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, people not compare, but people say that. Well, they don't say that he is. They say that he had the potential to be the next Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Do y'all agree with that?
It was the performance.
No,
It was the
bro.
performance.
No.
I agree
so
with
you
that.
judging based off the performance.
Mike is Mike, bro. Like that's
So I say it's a hell of a.
leave Mike Jack alone.
I see where that go as far as
Yeah.
dancing and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I was like, Mike was too impactful. Like motherfuckers,
Yes.
men
Grown
and
men
women was
crying and
crying,
fainting.
like, you know what I mean, passing out, fainting, and he just had that. He was the definition of aura.
Yes.
Him and
No,
Prince.
real shit.
Definition of aura.
Yo.
Shit,
Walk
that's
out.
another one. Prince and Michael
That'd have been
Jackson.
Usher, yeah. That'd have been Usher.
Who would have been Michael Jackson and Prince?
Prince would have been Usher.
Oh, okay, that's what you're
Yeah,
saying. Okay,
Prince would have
okay,
been
okay,
Usher.
okay.
Michael Jackson would have been, well, Chris was Michael Jackson.
No, Prince would have been fucking Chris Brown.
Nah.
You got Mike would have been. Listen,
Yeah,
listen,
you got.
listen, man.
I'm
Listen.
talking about you looking at the dancing, you looking at all of those different,
Yeah.
even with Mike Jackson songs. Mike Jackson don't have a lot of slow songs compared to what Prince got.
I don't know. He got.
I'm not saying he don't have them.
Yeah,
I'm saying when you compare him to Purple Rain and you like
Oh, those type of
Yeah,
songs.
those type of songs.
Okay.
So
he
it's like
got
a-
them, they just not. He's not known for them. is what you're
Exactly.
saying. Okay.
Now Michael Jackson got him, and the cheat code with Michael Jackson is he started off as a group first. So you saw Michael Jackson come of age, just like a Usher almost. Like Usher
My Way,
maturation
My Way,
stage versus Chris Brown Usher. Like Yo is like a real kitty.
Yeah.
My Way wasn't really kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Like you was 16, like oh you been getting to it. Like oh
Yeah,
yeah, you just started to get your first piece of ass. All that like
Shit, that was Chris Brown first album.
Chris Brown, the Yo
Young
was
Love, Winner.
Damage all again.
like that's to me that's skating rink shit though. Like
But
you
it's
getting
it's Young Love, it's Popular Love. It's the same as Usher's My Way. You know what I mean?
But so let me make it plain. So Chris Brown is more so. That's when you just first started to smell it a little bit. You might have been not to be too bold, but my uncle used to say you getting a little stinky fingers. That's what Chris Brown was. Usher, Usher, that was
hand
full
around
blown.
for you to find it.
Right. Usher, you actually going to bar. You actually getting a condom for your uncle.
Yeah,
That's how I compare My Way to Yo.
okay.
Yeah.
The first two songs coming out, bro, phenomenal. But
Yeah.
Shit, that was that. Well, we was kind of older by then, but that was Al Neo and shit. Like that was Al when we was
oh,
ready.
your Confessions 04, man. I can take you right back there. I can take you right back there.
It was
Confessions.
it was happening then. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, number
Yeah.
one. Come on,
Damn,
man.
damn. You know what's crazy? Just thinking. I'm gonna ask y'all then. Before I even say it, who do y'all think had the potential to be the next Usher? Out of that, from Chris Brown on down. I got a name in mind, but I want to see if we on the same page. Same slow vibe. But out of that generation, who you think
What with Usher and
that would have been how we saying Usher got them ones where it's like baby makers have an effect on you. Put this on when a chick come in.
Not the trees, not the.
What? You said it.
I mean,
Trey. To
because
me, it's
you know
Trey
Trey.
Songz?
Yeah,
Yes.
Trey.
Hell no.
Anticipation.
Those motherfucking Trey Songz, man.
Anticipation.
Y'all smoking rocks,
Ready?
yo.
Check this out.
Yo said Trey Songz.
Listen, outside of Usher,
You don't listen
I was
to him, I can
straight.
tell. I
mean, not
tell.
Usher,
You can't.
R. Kelly.
Nah.
R. Kelly my number one, but I go
I'm saying
Trey.
younger people.
Coming
R.
up,
Kelly
yeah.
with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Ready
why.
album, man.
Ready made so many babies. For one, it was
The
doing
Blizzard?
during the Blizzard time.
When Twitter was Twitter,
Neighbors know my name.
Man, listen, yo.
One Love, all that.
This how I know if niggas ain't really listened to yo. They did because y'all naming all the known pop.
Yeah.
Nah,
Without
you
a
getting that
woman,
Ready Bag, the trilogy of Anticipation 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, listen.
scratching me up. You feel me?
shit.
Like,
Listen.
come on.
Bomb.
You asked
my
me
other
get
shit.
here.
What's my
Listen,
shit that had
I
the
ain't
public-
I've never, I lied to you now, I've never failed putting on Trey Songz.
No, I put Anticipation
college
2
days,
on
too.
as a layup.
That's
I'm
college.
blessing you,
two
not stressing you.
is-
Hey, the ladies in the comments, man, they going crazy. It's a lot. 50% Trey Songz. We look at 70%. 70% Usher, but they don't say that. They ain't saying nothing about Usher and Trey Songz being Usher though, bro.
No, you saying that. I want you to stop. Listen, you say it. But I'm trying to tell you, that's how I know you don't listen to him. If you listen to him, you'll completely
No.
understand.
Trey
And
Songz
everybody
got
who
that.
does, get in the comments
And
and tell me if I'm
Anticipation is
wrong.
crazy, man.
Tell me if
Hey,
I'm
listen,
wrong
and
or
he
tell
can
me
go
someone
back
else.
to Let Me Hold That Beat 1 and 2 because he was.
When he was rapping his ass off.
Come on,
He was
Lemonade.
rapping-
it's a
Listen,
lot.
Niggas don't
To
know.
say I'm egotistical is so stereotypical. If I say I'm the ticket, baby, you can be the ticket.
Rain.
Come
yo,
on,
listen, yo.
You know we
Yeah.
go on forever for that. We go
Episode
forever.
6, we talking shit, man.
So now we on music. We on music. So the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is the Super Bowl. We're gonna call it the Super Bowl snub.
But we be right back at it.
As we pay some bills, man.
Have lunch table, man. You know it's episode 6. Chubby Poppy Gordo.
Yeah, Pop Strange, Vintage B.
You know, I do want to, have a moment of silence for, James Earl Jones.
Greats.
Did I say his name right?
Yeah, James Earl Jones. James Earl
Mufasa.
Jones. The Voice.
The voice.
Boy,
Outside
look.
of Morgan Freeman.
King Joffrey Joffrey.
King Joffrey
Coming
Jones.
to America, The Lion King, Conan the Barbarian. I
Medium
saw that.
Man.
Bell Atlantic.
The Sandlot.
Definitely was.
Niggas ain't even hit the
Bell
Bell
Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Definitely was the dog owner on the side.
Othello. He was the dopest Othello on stage. Othello.
Othello. Claudine is a classic black exploitation. What else? I know I'm missing something. Something that everybody. The Great White Hope.
Yeah. Denzel, right?
Bingo Long. Bingo Long.
Yo said Denzel. No, the original Great White Hope, where he was the boxer.
My
Classic.
apologies. You got
Damn, I forgot he was in gang related. Yeah, yo, listen.
Meteor Man.
Yeah, that was
Meteor
one of my
Meteor
Golden
Man.
Lords.
What's the joint with Roscoe Jenkins? With
Yeah,
Martin?
yeah.
Man, listen. A phenomenal career.
Annie. I think was he in Annie? No, that was the other dude. My bad.
What, the original Annie? I thought he was.
I think he.
No, he wasn't in it.
You sure? But yeah, a legend, man, a hero. You know, condolences to his family. Was that 93 years old? I'm pretty sure he gonna get
Morgan Freeman's still kicking it, man.
Morgan Freeman.
How old is Morgan Freeman? We don't know.
That nigga was
We don't
born
know his
old.
Man,
That nigga got Benjamin Button.
Sam's? What his name was in there?
Sam.
No, what was
What's the
Morgan
Sam?
Freeman name?
Oh, Joe
Go,
Clark.
Professor Clark. Yeah.
Professor Clark. Joe.
Crack, don't you?
Smoke crack.
Kill
Don't.
yourself.
Jump down since we on movies and stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Guys, man.
Hey, but even them being older men, man, that's I don't know if it's an age thing now where I'm getting up there, but I'm starting to admire the guys who getting older and they still look amazing. You know what I mean? Like I was watching briefly the new Fight Night joint with
Don Cheadle in
I
there?
didn't get it.
Yeah. I ain't check it out yet. Though.
I was peeping Samuel Jackson.
That nigga old.
He's one of
He's
old, but looking at him without the costume, the nigga still look at least. I know he older than 60
You
something.
know his
in the
discography crazy. He's one of the largest
Yeah.
grossing.
But just to him, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx, like
Wesley,
they still
shit like
look
that.
Wesley. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
still look
In shape,
the part. You know what I mean? For them to
together.
be they their
Even
age,
old
they
head
look
Mr. T.
Yo,
famous team, man.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
bad
saying.
mamma jamma, yo.
Highest paid actor on television?
Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
500,000.
Female.
She about 75. Look like she about 23.
Yeah,
Look at Neil Long.
yeah.
Look at Regina King, aging gracefully.
Those
Don't
are-
die.
they in
You
they-
know what I
they
mean?
in their
Right,
40s.
man.
They in
I
their
think that's
40s.
the cool shit to me now.
Yeah.
Like, they older and they
And
just
shout out to
still
the
look-
OG Denzel too.
Yeah,
Denzel still,
yeah.
you know, he'll
He
put
still
50
got that
pounds on for a
swag.
movie.
Uh-huh.
Even Will can take it up and take it down.
Yeah,
pause, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Swag,
you know, now that we on movies, you know, for everybody seen Paid in Full, you know, and everybody got their different analogies to it. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine.
Did
and
you see Paid in Full or you watch Paid in Full? It's a difference.
Big difference.
I
can't
seen it.
hear Jimmy.
I seen it. What? Yeah, you can't hear Jimmy. I seen it and I watched it. And from my perspective in certain parts, a friend of mine said, they got all that money and they living in that little apartment at X, Y, and Z. And I had to give it a background. They were teenagers, 16, 17.
Yeah.
You know, and then she was like, "Oh, his uncle was a hater. He could have been, but rightfully so. When you see somebody that you didn't, seen come from diapers, and they not giving you the same love that they are receiving in the street, sometimes you can feel like you entitled or envious. So when he made that point, like, you won't even give your mother no real money. It was to the point like, why we in this? Why we still in the Jets?
Yeah.
Why we still on 145th? So.
But Ice was a fiend, man. He was speaking from desperation.
Take that away. Coming from where you coming
Pocket
from,
watching,
and you
yeah.
see,
He was definitely pocket
even when he
watching.
came in here, I smell a motherfucker.
You just had some of them
Just what
envious
you
people.
blind, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But it just showed you how on your way up you can just see the envy from motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that be right next to you. You know what I mean? You be looking like, damn, it hurt you more because you're like, damn, not this motherfucker. That's my uncle. Like, he damn near probably taught me some of this shit. He
For
just,
sure.
well, he just, when he said, I gave you money, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got high. You
got
fucked
high.
up.
You fucked up.
And you in a space to where you protecting people from themselves as well, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I go give you, for one, I know you getting high, number one. So I might be in a space to where I can't really give my mother too much because what's she gonna do?
Because she was getting high too.
See, my brother.
That's what y'all forgot.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
mom was using
see, I
drugs
was about
too.
to get into, you know what I mean?
But that's not even a high part.
Yeah.
Past the money, how the fuck did you get keys again, my nigga? Didn't I take the keys from your mother?
Mom,
You know, I'm sorry. You know how I be finding shit that be funny in movies when he
did,
when
okay.
he rubbed them up. He was like, come on.
Richard,
He was
okay.
like, take the keys. That's one of my favorite parts. I be laughing.
And you know that shit. They said that was ad lib too.
Yeah. But you need that for the moments. Take the keys.
But you see how, you know what I'm saying, the even before the horror shit of the movie coming to it, from the demise and things, you see how it's a lot of responsibility on him, even before AZ even coming to the picture.
As a
For
kid,
one,
man.
you know what I mean, when he say, man, being you max for business 10 years, no 10 days, man. I ain't downgrading my guy. I'm just letting you know, I ain't pushing this on you, but if you come over on this side, you can have this be your reality.
The irony, it just was a new to the same on topic thing. It was just it's a new AZ Faison interview with Say Cheese.
Yeah,
and he spoke briefly about just telling his side, and he was saying how his he asked him like, you know, how'd your parents feel about that shit? He was like, my mom was cool with it, but not on purpose. It's just like, yo, we ain't got shit going on.
We on EBT,
you know what I mean? He was like, my pops was the one that more so was affected by it because he felt like, damn, I'm now. He said he had like 6 siblings, and he was like, everybody started looking at Junior, which was his real name, as the one, he the man of the house. He said so he could understand him being as a grown man and a father now, why his father was affected by it. Like, nigga, basically this was supposed to be his house, and I done took over. You know what I mean? So he never really.
But
you kind of see that it being meth now.
But one key thing, key thing I took from him is when he said, "I wish I would have stayed at the cleaners."
Yeah.
See, when you coming from a street-oriented aspect, you know what I'm saying. See, you know, coming up sometimes you do the wrong things with the right intentions. You know what I'm saying, and you have people that like. Growing up, your lights might get cut off. You might be in a position where you don't want to do it, but you force. It don't be your parents that's enabling you to do that. But it's you taking that initiative and that step to say, you know what, I don't want to ever succumb or go through this again. So even though they may not agree with it, I know this might be my lane. You may not abide by it, but I got to make it make sense, right?
And most,
go. So in the same sense, in the context, I could see how, you know, his circumstances allow him to say, damn, Lulu threw me this bone. I'm gonna go ahead and make it make sense. But I'm getting everybody around me bread. You know what I mean? I'm doing it my way, but I'm not really proud. I don't like it, but I'm good at it, and I'm doing it, and it's changing people's lives around me. And Pops may not agree with it, but he can't change it.
And from somewhat of a selfish standpoint, you kind of like, I just don't like how this shit feel, because Pops might only know I'm a hard-working man. All I know is work, get paid, and keep the roof over our head.
Right.
But a roof might not be enough for me. You know what I mean? My bed might hurt. I might not have a bed. I might got shared bed with my siblings or cousins or whatever. You know what I mean? Anything. So you just going out your way to be like, yo, I don't like this shit no more. And it just so happened that everybody looking at you now because you found a way.
So Junior end up, like you said, you know, I no disrespect to my pops, but you know, I'm looked at as the man of the house.
Exactly.
You get the big piece of chicken.
And that's by mistake on purpose.
Hey, yo, do you find that though? A lot of women, single black mothers, make the sons the men of the household at an early age.
Sometimes it happens by default.
But I'm about to say but subconsciously, it's like it's just like, man, look, we fucked up. Even though you got some mothers and women who were strong enough to be like, listen, I want that shit in my house for what's going on, or you gotta go because. And I hate to see it, and it's like even when they go down that road of they get the success, when they get the demise of the success, and like they say, your mom gonna love you unconditionally. She the one gonna walk down that time with you. Everybody else gonna leave, and it's like, damn, I'm gonna stick by my son. But what she was doing at that time, I can't deal with. But I'm here for you regardless. I love you that much that you gotta leave my house. You know what I mean? But if something happened to you, I'm here, X, Y, Z. And even if you got the pops in your life, it's gonna be, boy. It's like I told you get down from the dresser, you fell. When I fall as a baby, my mother gonna be like, oh, you alright? My son, the father gonna be like, get your ass up. I told you not to get up there. So you gonna sit there, ain't no point in crying, learn from your shit, get your ass up, and don't get back up there again. But I gotta let you fall in order for you to understand you don't want to do it again. You know what I mean?
Experience make the man.
Yeah, experience is the greatest teacher, and pain is the greatest motivator.
I agree.
You feel me? When you have discomfort and things of that nature, because you feel that it's internal when you're going without, and you know that you can make a difference. And even if your peers around you, you might see them, you know, shining and shimmering, man. And it's like, yo, I want that too. I want to make sure that we ain't ever gotta, you know, go without food and things. And that's a big responsibility. In the context of that movie, was seeing young kids blossom into something that they didn't even think that they could be. You feel me? It became overwhelming at an alarming rate, and it just was on the fly. And they were the men of the household at a young age, and they came from same circumstances but different households. You know, Rich had a earlier start, but he still had Lord Darnell looking up to him. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that you can dissect from, you know what I mean, that movie, and we'll be all day, but it's just, I like to make that coincide with how the street culture is in our city. You see a lot of the youth, you know what I mean, they doing the wrong thing with the right intentions. Some of them are doing it because there's no way out. Some of them are doing it just to make it look good, and then some of them see it on both sides. All right, I can get to 50,000. I done had this 3 to 6 month run. I know what it is to go from placement, from juvenile to jail, death and surrounding. But when you ask most of these youth why they doing it, man, I had to help my family. Everybody comes from doing, and then it comes from you. It comes from you, from your circumstances to now it's personal gain. Because I don't care what nobody say. Once you're in the streets and you obtain a number that you think in your head, oh, I've reached my first 10,000, then it becomes what else I'm trying to accomplish. And your motivation for it was to get yourself in a better predicament, whether your family liked it or not. But they don't understand the responsibilities that come with being called junior or being called the breadwinner of your family. That's a lot. So even though you're making it happen for everybody, not one time in that movie, outside of AZ Girl, when she said, I'm not with you because you know what I mean, your mom, I'm boring too. That was a big statement, bro. But what she hit you with?
Yeah, Miss Phillips.
Look at that.
Give me that money back.
Look, yeah, that was the.
Miss Phillips, we gonna go out to eat. Go on in, Calvin. She be right down.
But listen, when you said that, though,
What he give a 3-4 Honda?
Look, when you said that though, before she even took the money back, a lot of people didn't catch it. She said, "I'm with you because I'm boring too." She ain't really approve of it, but she took that money back.
Yeah, give me that money. That's all, man. Listen, yeah, that was just a different era. That was the era to where when we used to talk about it. I'm glad I wasn't born in that era.
Yeah,
Listen, it was just because when you look at the documentaries, all that the old heads would say it's like, yo, Rich and all of them, they wasn't getting the most money in Harlem.
No,
They just was they spent it better, and they were the young ones doing it.
Took care of the people better.
Yeah.
All of them give credit to say, man, we all ate.
Everybody
He
ate.
advocated.
I think
that
all
shit.
them Harlem people say that about
Yeah,
all
when
the
you got
dealers,
Fritz,
the
and you
Nicky
got
Bonds,
see,
and all
and
them
I
did the
want to break
same.
down another point, not to allude. A lot of people say, oh, he ain't even had the money to get his brother back. No, you have the money, but you may have it in, like what he said, Fritz gave him the 30 bricks to get the, you know what I mean, to get his brother
got it in
back.
the street.
Now, this is where envious and entitlement and jealousy come, where we have it in the city where people pocket watch. You feel me? Because Alpo could have had a conversation with AZ outside of, yo, you lied to me about the joints. I know we got the same work. You ain't had to do that. Tighten up next time, chat. Or even part ways. But I got to take this from you. This is an opportunity. 30 bricks, this 30 will turn into 60 from my connect.
I'm gonna go deeper.
You feel me?
that.
I ain't want to piggyback, but go ahead.
It's perfect though,
Yeah.
because it's all a part of the street shit. It's all a part of being paid in full. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, learning who Alpo is now, after he done passed, not after, but you know, given the time, all the stories you done heard, the pattern that you see with Alpo is
Women.
jealousy.
Yeah.
It wasn't even women. It was women,
All of it.
but it was jealousy as far as like, either I want your bitch, like the things that he would do to people, it would stick or whatever. But as far as majority of his beefs was over women. So if a nigga took his woman or whatever, or he would go out his way to be so outlandish and so boisterous and braggadocious that he had to stand out. Where we look at Rich as he was, his aura was just that. You know what I mean? Like you hear about him the most, and he did he was. I think AZ did the least. But how he did things was in a suave manner. He just became who he was just naturally, how he treated people, whatever. Alpo was just Alpo was more feared than love. You know what I mean? And I think that sometimes a motherfucker could envy, like, damn, I gotta do all this just to be recognized. This nigga just, you know what I mean? Because I feel like as a friend, it's like, in that situation, supposed to be like, damn, yo, you lied to me. You know what? I'm already doing my thing down here. Or we both got the same connect. And then in a situation that was taking place as far as a little brother, like, you don't even have enough integrity or decency to be like, damn, I deal with this shit later, but that's my little brother too. You know what I mean? Like, let me get this out of him.
He was on it. He was on it, but the movie made it look faster than when it happened.
But when you get in the backdrop,
we've been hearing the stories from the real, from the actual people. So it's like, oh, this shit was bigger than this. Yeah,
but it was more of he wanted the spotlight.
Yeah, he definitely did.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you could tell when AZ say, man, I gave him the green the
spot.
The spot.
Yeah.
I gave him that. You know what I mean? But that wasn't enough.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
That's what
And
I
it
tell
got you-
people.
They be
It's
niggas
all-
you gotta watch, you feel me? Because they gonna be like, man, no matter how much I do, I can't be this nigga. And this nigga just from how he treat people, how he
Now I
character.
understand. Paid in full is a double entendre with that. It's so many layers to it.
Jealousy. Go ahead. my bad.
Yeah, and we get into all that from any different movies. So, we like to do that on Reserve Lunch Table. There's a lot of movies, Bronx Tale, certain things that we watch
that's one of my
that we can
favorite
segment. Come on, man.
It's
Sonny was
The
like a father
soundtrack
to me,
alone
man.
in Bronx Tale was mean.
Sonny was like a father to me, man.
It's a tale between jealousy and envy. Like jealousy is a natural feeling. Jealousy really isn't as bad as people make it out to be. You can be naturally jealous of a person.
And
I think that's
in the 7 deadly sins, you see, Poe was jealousy. Well, what
wasn't jealous. That's the point I'm getting to.
But
Poe
what was
envious.
what? Yeah, he was envious. So what was Rich? Rich was something. Rich was
As far as what?
the
Told somebody
sins
else.
of
the 7 deadly sins. He was vanity.
Vanity.
He was
Yeah,
definitely vanity.
You can say that.
He was so caught into himself that he wasn't paying attention with the
That
shit
things
that was
around
going on
him.
around him.
From the
For
movie,
his uncle,
circumstantial.
for him turning his uncle on and going through that shit with his uncle, then his
Yeah.
uncle turning on him and getting his peoples to kidnap the nephew
You don't
in
even
real
see
life.
it, but you don't even see the play when he first walked in there. That was the dude preacher. He gave him the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
He was extorting him.
He was extorting.
It was
yeah.
extorting. So when he first came in and Ice was standing right there, he gave kid taking the head of the community. He was giving him the money. So it's
But he got
lot
work
of
from
niggas
him though.
that-
He didn't
Yeah,
just
there's
get.
a lot of-
No,
He
he
was
didn't get no
extorting him to the
work from
point. Yeah, I remember he was like, yo, he had to get. He went in and got the little shit for him in the back, the little Ace. I mean, the old head when they was in the Ice preacher. Remember he was at the counter. He gave him the money. He got work from. He got something from out of
I
there.
didn't see him give him
Yeah,
anything.
no, I don't
You ain't get
know.
nothing.
See, when,
He
see
did the
to the
exchange
viewers, when
was-
they
yeah,
watch this, they
it was
gonna-
that subtle that you didn't even peep it. Like
Game of 5, boom.
he gave them, yeah.
But watching all them documentaries and shit, like all of that,
Yeah, the backdrop,
it starts to
man.
come. It's like us knowing The Wire and knowing the real stories and like, yo, that connects with that and
Yeah.
that connects with that. So I don't even want to say extorting, but it was like, yo, you.
He
all
made
right,
it
that
make
was a-
sense.
They
for
was
him.
they was terrorizing.
You're
shit.
right. Now that makes sense because his uncle was down with the extortion crew.
Yeah.
He was sitting in the store with him, knowing that his nephew was gonna come in there and give
Playing a
him
game
the
like
money,
that.
and
That's
not
how
he got
Ice the
close to
money.
him.
The
And
checkbook
Ice
was
damn near
always
wanted to.
played.
Ice damn near wanted to shake him down for some cash.
Just
That's
like
right.
seconds, man.
Jealous versus envious.
But that's
man.
the connotation to and I make a connotation to our city, and any other city. This happens throughout every situation
All
when
the
it
time.
comes to friends,
Yeah.
kids, family. You know what I'm saying? So
So your
Jealous-
point- oh, go ahead.
go ahead,
Well,
so-
I was gonna speak on
The
that.
jealous and envious, because
Yeah.
it's being a natural. Not that everybody has that, but a person could be jealous by, damn, that motherfucker got that Range Rover. That motherfucker got that Range before me. I'm gonna get one of them bitches. Sure,
I
you
see-
shining. Naturally, that could mean jealous.
See, I think that's
Envy.
envy. I think
Envy is, I don't want the range. I want your range.
that's
That's
jealousy.
envy. Now, jealous is.
I'm mad you got the range.
I'm mad you got the motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, that's
Not-
what I'm saying. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. and I'll
Jealous,
say it.
jealous is like it's natural. Like, God damn, he got that motherfucker. Boy, I want that motherfucker too. Boy, you look good. I want that. That can be, by definition, that can
we
be
gonna
like, yo,
say,
jealous.
So it say although many people consider envy and jealousy synonymous, they actually have distinct meanings.
Right.
Envy is the painful feeling of wanting what someone else has,
Right.
like attributes or possessions.
Right.
If you're jealous, you feel threatened, protective, or fearful of losing one's position or situation to someone else.
Right.
You
So,
know what I mean?
so I say that what he explained more is envious because so same example. If like, man, I think jealousy is you mentioned a nigga got the truck. Man, that nigga he ain't supposed to. I supposed to have that shit. Like
Yeah.
that's jealousy.
Could that be 1B?
Because look,
Could be.
it says envy is when you want what someone else's has, but jealousy is when you're worried someone's trying to take what you have.
Okay.
If you want your neighbor's new convertible, you feel envy. If
Mm-hmm.
she takes your husband for a ride, you feel jealousy.
Right. But I personally think that envy is jealousy and admiration together.
Yeah,
I think that I could tell you, yo, I envy you for being a good father. I wasn't
Jammeration.
the best father as growing up, but how you did
and that's
things,
coming from a good place, not
I can
malicious.
say
Yeah.
that I envy you. I can't say I'm jealous of you. You know what I mean? I can, but if you gotta be a certain type of nigga to understand what I'm saying.
Tomato, tomato,
But I can say, yo, I envy you for being a great father. I envy you for being a great
Businessman
friend,
or something
whatever.
like
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, but I think it's all. I think envy is admiration. I mean, envy is jealousy and admiration. It's like, damn, you got that motherfucker. I know I may not have what it takes to get the shit, but I wanted it, but it's like, damn, you got that motherfucker, man. I envy you for having that motherfucking truck the way, and you get that bitch clean. You know what I mean? So I could tell you that confidently, but jealousy is I never tell you, or I say, Lord, man, that shit for that shit.
Yeah.
You got a range, but you got a.
You got them
2018,
right?
Yeah, you got 2018 range.
You know?
Hey, yo, can your everyday friends be the ones who, like you said, I mean, could they be the dudes who be like low key hating? You ever had them friends that be like, nah,
Fuck yeah, you get
Yeah,
low
but
key hate on
I
what
still think, well, as friends, I still think that's envy.
yeah,
Because if this is your friend, I think that it's
or close associate?
you can
Can I
say
say
friend,
yeah.
even one. But I feel like because we all got superpowers, you know what I mean? So it's like I might like being around my friend because they this way. I can't do this. They might be better. They might be better at getting girls than I am. You know what I mean? They might be better at hustling than I am. Huh?
I kicked them.
I'm tired of them bitches. We can smack them like they gonna bite. But I to my point of envy, I envy that shit so much. It's like, damn. But I admire how he do this shit. I can't do that shit, but that nigga do it. Chris Brown can dance. I can't. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, nigga dancing ass nigga, man. But I love to see him do it. He get the show with that shit. You know what I mean? So, yes, hell yeah. I think that's I think that is I think that's human nature. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I'm accepting that this can't be done, but I'm not mad at you that you can do it. You know what I mean? Like
with envy, I feel like you can kind of hide jealousy. You really can't hide envy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So they two different
especially as a
things.
friend,
Because
then they gotta
you
accept it.
You ain't malicious.
Because it's 1A, 1B. You could be like, yo, Chris Brown, let's dance, motherfucker. Boy, I can't.
Yeah.
Then there's me a nigga like, man, you still have to like something about it to envy it.
He can't moonwalk.
You may not be able to exactly.
You mean?
It's a dancing motherfucker, but I bet you can moonwalk
Yeah.
though. You still have to like
That's what
something
I'm
about
saying.
it.
But on some friend shit, it could be like some petty shit, like no nigga dance. He's showing off for the bitch. You try to clip him or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this on.
That's
But
nigga
it's
that won't
like,
slap
Well, what about the
boxing
friend that
dudes.
get
to your
act
point of
crazy in front of
hiding
the
it.
bitches?
Yeah.
To your point of hiding it, huh?
Say it again.
One of them friends who charge up in front of the bitches, always
So I'm
want to
talking
joke
about
you,
one
want to
slap
play with
boxing
you.
Securities and shit.
No,
like
hate
That's
that.
to me that's the jealous shit. Like now because you know it's something if everybody around you can notice that shit. Like, oh yeah, he trying to show out for the bitches. Like that's the, you know what I mean? That's the shit that, like he said, you can't hide. It's like, oh then nigga, you know what I mean? So much so that the people outside can see, outside of the friendship could be like, man, yo, you know what I mean? Why you on that take? So
which one do you think is natural? You think both
I
of them
think
are
envy is
natural?
natural.
You don't think jealousy is natural?
I think envy is because I said envy is jealousy and admiration together. So I think that is a natural, like, that's why I say I could confidently.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Depending on what kind of person I am, or we are, what kind of person I am,
Right.
or what kind of friendship we have, I can say to you, yo, I envy this. But like you said, if I'm jealous, I'll never say shit. You know what I mean? I'll just sit back and be like, oh, nigga,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Or find ways to try to
Smell
pull
that
down.
shit on a nigga.
You know what I mean? So
Smell a nigga with money.
yeah,
Bring it back
real
to
shit.
table.
Hey
Yeah.
man, you know this. Hey, this was
been a good
episode
night, man.
6. We
It's
was
been a good
talking
night,
shit,
man.
man.
The episode shit, we talking shit.
And we had
We're
good
comfortable.
sticks with relaxed fits.
Nigga got the toast with the sticks. Toast with the sticks.
Long ash, man, long ash, man. Yo, I'm Vintage B, the Pop the Stranger Vintage B. It's my guy.
Chubby Poppy Gordo.
Larry Love, baby.
It's the reserve lunch table.
We out. I do that shit. I don't have to
Use
do that
light at
shit.
the bottom, pressure to make that shit.
But
That'll work.
That was a.
Even come up with a little jacket anyway.
I did want to say something before you record. I did want to say something because I was talking to a nigga about paying for, right?
Yeah.
And I was breaking it down from his perspective. I said, yo, Ice, like Ice situation when and it goes back to, I was telling the chick, I said, yo, they were teenagers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because it always goes
16.
back. Oh, they was so. She was like, well, why he had all that money? Why ain't move his mother? And then when Ice said, you don't even give your mother no real money.
Yo,
Ice was coming from a concern,
No.
like an uncle perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like you in here, you basically shitting on everybody. You feel me in a sense? Like we could get into all day with that, but that's one of them joints we really got to break down because the AZ just had the you see this joint on SAT.
So I mean 40,000, 30,000 a day. What are you doing with this money? Like how are you managing it?
Saving some, buying cars, jewelry, condos, having fun, buying furs for girls, family, cars. You know, having fun, bro, basically.